In this short training session today, we're going to show how to set up the shops that you oversee in the My Shops tab. Also take a look at the claims and setting a vehicle up for a reinspection, and then we're going to look at the reinspection report. So once you've logged in using your username and password, you will come into a home screen that looks like this. The first time you come in, you'll need to set up My Shops, or if you want to adjust your list, you can do this. In this case, it just pulled up all the shops I previously had selected. If I want, I can readjust the list or initially set up the list by clicking on the My Shops tab. In here, you would select the region you're in. In this case, we have Great Lakes selected. You would say select the states within that region and pick which state you want. We have them all selected. And then you would say select the shops, and it will pull up a list and show you these are the ones I have selected on the right hand side, and these are the ones I don't. So if I wanted to add that vehicle to the list, I would say save the shops. It resets the list, and then I would close the window, and it will add that shop to the list and reset my list. We now went to 153 shops. Once you've done that, that's set. The only time you need to go back and do that is if you want to change that list or change the shops you oversee. So normally, you could just come in from the home screen and just click on the My Claims tab. That will open the section that shows all the claims you have in process. Right now I have the filter set to not completed. It's really simple. You can take the filter off and it'll show vehicles that are completed, as you'll see with the blue ones. Or you can take and say I want to look at just vehicles that are not completed, which is typically what you'll be looking at. I can also come up here and I can say compress that filter so I see more data on the page. The first thing I see at the top is a shop name. It tells me it's Crest Ford, tells me the information, and I can make a phone call to the shop if I need to. I can email the shop from this tab. I'll simply click here, type a note, and send it off. And I can also do the same thing to the customer. Put my pointer over the customer's information. It tells me who they are. Of course, we have the claim number. There's a note. It tells me that there are no photos for this vehicle yet. It's just come in. So we'll look one below. It says there's 2 photos. That it is in the paint department. It's supposed to go out on the 13th. It came in on the 9th. And I'm just getting this data right off the screen. So what we would do is we would click on the photo icon and we can take a look at the vehicle. You can cycle through the pictures by clicking on the ones on the right, and it'll pull up here. Another neat feature, if you want, you can actually put a note on the file right on the picture, and we'll just say this is a test note because this will become part of the file. Now you'll see that there's that little box on there, and if I put my pointer over it, the note will appear. If I click off the photo, if I click back on the photo, as soon as I put my pointer, the box shows up and says there's a note here. So if you want to leave a note for the field person, he could take a quick look and say, here's what we kind of concerned about or looking at. Just a simple way that you can do that. So I've set that vehicle. I've taken a look at the vehicle, and we know that we would like to have this vehicle re-inspected. So what I'll do is I'll click on the little note icon over here. I can add a note, mark completed, total loss. You probably won't do any of those, but reinspection is what we want to do. And we say vehicle needs reinspection. Pulls it up, gives the information, and here's reinspection notes. It will, if I close that now, you will see a little icon will appear right up in here that says this vehicle is now marked for a reinspection. The field person can go in and they can sort by reinspection. Say I'd like to look at the vehicles that need reinspection. This one would, of course, come up. Once they've gone to the shop and they've reinspected the vehicle, they simply click on this. They can put their notes in here, what they've changed, some basic information, and they can say reinspection completed. We're not going to do that right now, but that's how easy it is to add that to the reinspection file. You can also come over to the Reports tab and come in and say I'd like to look at my reinspection claims, and it will pull up a list, and these are the vehicles that you have set for reinspections. As they're completed, they'll be removed from this list. You also have a reinspection report, and in here we'll list the people that oversee the vehicles. And if you want, you can just simply click on their name. It'll pull up a calendar and telling you like this one was scheduled for 8 were scheduled, and he completed 8, and he logged in one time that day to do the work. So you have that right at your fingertips. Another really nice feature in the My Claims section is if you're looking at a claim and it has an enterprise rental car and you see the little E below it, if I click on that, it takes me directly into ARMS, right to that specific vehicle, and I can go in and take a look at the ARMS notes and information and all the type of data that I want. So that's a quick, direct, simple link. As long as you have the ARMS already open up, it'll go directly in. If you don't, it'll take you to the login screen. So that's how easy it is to mark a vehicle for a reinspection. Simply click on the note field and click on reinspection. Needs reinspection. That vehicle is now set for reinspection. That's all I need to do. That vehicle is now going to be tagged that it needs to be reinspected. Hope that helps. And if you have any questions, you can call us here at 877-977-6473, or you can send in to support@autowatch.com. We'd be happy to walk you through any questions you have. Thanks. Hope to talk to you soon.